Today is a great day of Navratri. We are sitting on the cusp of the 6th and the 7th. Sixth and the 7th is the day when Mahasaraswati finished her work and the incarnation of the Shakti itself started. So at 12 o'clock today, the Devi takes the Shakti upon herself. Of course, as you know, that Mahakali and Mahasaraswati both are the powers of Sri Sadashiva. Adishakti first formed herself into Mahakali, which is the power of desire. But all these powers are nothing but the power of God's love. So, in the series of this great love of God, Adishakti had to first become the power of desire. In the same way, Sahajogis who are bestowed with this power of love have to have full desire in their heart. Desire to love. That desire is very different from the other kinds of human love you have known. In other kinds of human love, when we have relations with others, we have expectations, and that's why it is very disappointing. Our expectations always run higher than our understanding and realities. And so we suffer from disappointments and frustrations. And the love that has to be nourishing and fulfilling becomes a thankless job. So when it reflects in the human beings, it is the desire to be loved by everyone, not to love others. Everyone should love you, but how far you love another is the point. Naturally, everyone for oneself, so really nobody loves. But when it comes to real love, then sacrifice becomes a nature. You don't call it a sacrifice, but you call it a privilege. You say it's privilege to give love. It's a great chance that we can love. It's our great fortune that we can love. It's God's blessings that we can love and give. So the giving starts when you realize, not understand, but realize the love, the power of love. That's the third power which starts expressing. Because after this, a person becomes active, creational. That's how the action of achieving that state of giving love starts. To begin with, we start activating in so many ways. As I said, we start expecting and thinking that we are loving others. We act for that. In that madness that others should love us, others should respect us, others should think we are great, they should recognize us. we start loving something else which is not Shiva. So we go on first to money. And as Sahajogis, what is your duty? Is to be completely dedicated for the betterment and the benevolence of others. That's the only thing which is going to nourish you to rise. If you look after your children like this, like mad, it's not going to help you. You will have problems. If you neglect your children, you will have problems. So come in the center and be just witnesses of all that. It's a very common feeling in the beginning of every Sahajogi who comes to Sahajoga. They'll send me the list of 5 generations on this side and 5 generations on this side. My father's, brothers, sisters, this thing is, that thing is, real cousins, real, this thing is sick. So please, mother, put your attention. And when I put my attention, the attention returns back, I can't find that. It starts like that to begin with. All right, in the beginning I say, all right, just now they have entered. But you don't know these are tentacles which keep you down. They do not allow you to rise in the domain of God. In the domain of God, everything that is yours, even your hair, are looked after by God Almighty. Everything. Can you understand that? Can you realize that? Is all done by billions and billions and billions of powers of Adishakti. What can you do yourself? Nothing, except for worrying and troubling. So just if you believe and assume that power today, that you are in the domain of God, which is active benevolence. The nature of it is active benevolence. As they say in Gita. If you are sick, it is for your benevolence. If you are all right, it is for your benevolence. If you have money, it is for your benevolence. If you don't have money, it is for your benevolence. Everything does good for you in the domain of God. Do not judge it according to your own standards. Whom do you think to be a person who is benevolent in this world? Apart from me. Really, in the real sense of the word. Supposing you take a man who is very rich. Is he benevolent? No. Is he happy? No. Is he respected? No. At least he has to be a realized soul to be somewhere near that description. And if you have to ascend in the domain of God, you have to know that everything works through His power. Your activity, your inactivity, your sleep, everything is worked through His powers of love. Love can never harm, can never destroy. You go a little ahead of it, and it showers flowers of God. Navratri is the day to give you the balance. Those whose right hand is tired will get the power in the left hand. Those who have the left hand tired will get the power of the right hand to share the load. So those who are having money problems will solve their money problems. And those who have sleeping problems will solve their sleeping problems. But one can say, if somebody has both, then what do they do? I know of somebody, I live there in that country, where they have both the power. They sleep as well as they have no money and they are not bothered. So, for such people, what should we do? Of course, I won't tell you, but one has to do something about it. One has to work out something. They just don't move. And if you tell them, answer is, I know I sleep a lot, I know I'm like this, I know. That's all. Then what do you say? It stops you completely, you can't go further. If they know what more to be told. This is a complete mountain there standing just to finish you completely. So one has to do. Everyone has to do something. Somebody is working it out. Somebody is doing some work. And another is not helping. Then that cannot be completed. It's a collective work. One person cannot do it. I've seen it happens like this. It's a collective work. So we come to the position that Navratri today is not the work of Mother only, which she did so far. It's the work of every one of us. I cannot do it single-handed.